Hi everyone, my name is Yulia Malevusik. I'm fashion bridal creator. I'm also founder of 3 bridal boutiques in Portugal, the Soldiers Lisbon, the Soldiers Porto and Jamir Couture. And this video and this blog will be about not some result or some success. It will be videos behind the scenes because we are doing a lot of interesting projects. Here we present different truly unique dresses and we have a lot of things to show and to say. But first of all, I want to introduce myself, and you can see why everything that happens to me today is very natural and what led me to today. I'm 29 years old and my first bridal boutique I started when I was 25, and looking back to my past, why I am doing this, I think the answer is simple, because all my life I was surrounded by art, by creativity. Since the very childhood, danced on the stage. In a dancing school, I competed in different championships, so I know what is stage. And since that time, I was admiring and fascinating by the costume, by the dresses, by the princessy atmosphere, by the aesthetic of the artwork. Not haute couture, of course, but still it was handmade costumes which was like created for a different type of dance in a different way. So since that time I was admiring so much dresses and all this atmosphere. Then I was studying in music school, so I was studying there 7 years. I know how to play piano, and also I attended many concerts, and these concerts also were about dressing beautifully, elegant, also about stage, about the performance. Then back to my teenage ages, I started my fashion career. First it were beauty contests. As you can imagine, it's also all about the stage, all about choosing the right outfit to make a right impression on the stage to get all these results. But then when I was 14, I started to work as a model, as international model. I worked a lot in China, Germany, Turkey, and many places in our big world. And my favorite part, of course, was advertise beautiful evening bridal dresses, couture pieces, because also when you try such a dress, immediately you can feel so much special, like going back to the centuries, to the times when girls were wearing these princess outfits as a daily clothes. So I was feeling very special doing this, and in that modeling contracts I stayed like working hard for 3 years until I was like 17. But then this industry was very tough, very hard, abusing. That's why I kept loving the fashion so much, but model contracts I decided also to leave aside. But I got so many knowledges about this. Then I created my own course how to be a model. Like I taught girls and ladies. My youngest student was, I think, 12 years old girl, and the oldest student was a beautiful lady. She was 66 years old. It was interesting period of my life for sure. I was teaching how to make a beautiful walk, how to pose, how to work with the clothes, how to present it nice. While I was doing this, it was kind of like part job. I started to work also in the Dreamy project. By that times it was I think everyone knows this channel, TV channel, Fashion TV, and that times they did a startup. They launched Fashion TV Cosmetic in just a few different cities in the world, and luckily I managed to work with them in my city where I was living by the time. I started as a promoter because I just wanted to do anything I want, but super fast when they opened their first shop I was hired as a shop manager. I was 19 years old, and yes, I already had my beautiful office, like doing my managing job, and every day when we came to the office, to the job, we came with naked faces, and every day makeup artist applied some beautiful fashion makeups on our faces because we were representing the company, and the company is all about the fashion, and it had to be something bold and different. So it was also super interesting, and I should say that I never stopped doing my modeling, but now it's more like a hobby. I also became a face of this project in my city. It was super interesting. It was a bright journey, but the company had its own problems, and suddenly I got an invitation to make interview in a new bridal store which was opening these like days, and I was like, oh my god, it's such an interesting job. I was never even thinking about this, and I found that it's such a great opportunity for me because I can combine all my skills. By the time it's about fashion, it's also about like managing the processes, sales, which I also did before. I forgot to mention that I worked in the biggest hotel in my city as a receptionist, so I also knew a lot about customer service. I knew how to solve the problems, and I knew how to work hard. And on this interview, the owner of the shop was doubting if they should hire me because from one side they liked me a lot, but they were like a bit confused that I was just 19 years old, but also with a huge background by that age. And I was hired, and it was such a life-changing decision, as I can say right now. I started to work there. I worked 5.5 years in the same shop, started just from the stylist sales assistant position, and I'm a kind of person who always wants to do something more, to do something bigger, because that's just all about my personality. I couldn't do the same things every day, and that's why lately I started also to manage the content of the store. I suggested that let's create our Instagram. I can do it all. I created content, I did a collaboration, so I also started to learn what is marketing, how it works. At the same time, I also was interested to the marketing like naturally. I took some courses about this also, got some new knowledges, and then I was also promoted in the store. I became head sales manager, but then I wanted even more, and in a few years I was promoted to the manager of the store. By that time it was the top position, like more, it's impossible. My boss saw my potential, my energy, and they started to send me to bridal fashion weeks, exhibitions, to help to pick new dresses for the store. So I did it all, but again I had my vision, I had my energy, and because it was like maximum in this company with my heart full of love to this project, I had to say goodbye on this good point, because I believe that you need to leave when it's still good, but you understand that you gave maximum to the company and the company gave maximum to you. So with this good energy I had to say goodbye to the best place where I worked. It was March 2021. I left and went to nowhere. Was a bit lost what I want next. Of course, I did my part projects. I worked a bit as a model. During COVID times, I also got a degree in psychology, so I also tried to practice more in this field. So of course, I had a lot of things to do, and I was invited to do some beautiful, interesting project for me. It was super opposite to what I did before. Before it was like princess girls world, and now it was all about yachts, boats, like men's world. And what I had to do, it was mostly about marketing. They had some events, I had to organize these events, to lead them, to control that everything works great, to combine some collaborations, then to get in touch with them, to solve some problems. It was super bright experience. It was stressful experience as well. We traveled in different cities. I worked there only 3 or 4 months. It's just such a short time, but why this project also was life-changing to me, because the boss of this project, man with this crazy energy and crazy decisions sometimes, but I saw that he's so much in love with what he's doing. He brings so much energy to this, and I saw the light in his eyes, this energy, and I was like, oh my god, that I also feel, and that's what I also should do. Just follow my ideas, follow my dreams, because he also did that, and he was happy in what he was doing. I got so many lessons and experience working with him. Even like today, I feel so much grateful that I had this opportunity to work. I left in September 2021, and I remember this moment. I was sitting in my sofa and was like, no, I will open my bridal store. And as you can see, I traveled a lot all my life, and I knew that I want to also travel and do this at the same time. And Lisbon became a good choice for me. My heart led me there, and I started just to do things, preparation things, like I took consultation how to make happen, talk with brands because I already knew everyone. I had my favorite brands because I worked a lot of years in this industry, and I already knew what I want to do. I knew the conception, I knew styles of dresses that I want to show. And to be super honest, no one told me like, yes, you should do this. All the consultations with accountants, like financial advisors and many people, they told me, no, don't do this, it's super risky, different culture, different bad economic situation, and don't do this. But we live just once. I decided, okay, I will try. If it will not work, I will just try something else. And I risked. I think it was a good choice. I believe so. And since February 2022, I already was living here in Lisbon, and I started search for the rent, for the store, to do all the preparations, which is like hard process, of course. And the first store opened the doors of it in June 2022. It was a Soldiers Lisbon. It was a name that I picked by myself, I guess. And it was a tough but super inspiring period of my time, because I worked not 24 hours, of course, but maybe 19 hours per day. Always, always, always. You can imagine I'm a super new person. Not in the city, but in the country. I know nothing. No people, no language, no culture, no traditions. So I was trying to learn. I was trying to make connections. I was just going on the street and going to all the neighbors like, hi, my name is Julia. Nice to meet you. I'm here doing my project. I did it all, and I did it a lot. So many messages were sent about this. It was a lot. And if you ask me, can I do this again? I'm not sure. I'm super grateful that I found that courage. I found that energy to do what I did, because I got so much love, so much support. I'm super grateful for my choices that I did here. Then the project was growing. We did many collaborations with amazing people here. Also participated in TV projects. I did my TikTok channel, and I got some big attention and big support also from my TikTok, which I didn't expect at all. TikTok even gave me a premium or like something like this, that like the best channel in Lisbon doing a small business. Then in 2023 we were feeling like my dresses are good here, people love it, and I decided to open it in Porto. It was also another journey. Porto store was opened in October 2023. Then in 2024 I was feeling that the Soldiers in Lisbon needs bigger place, because we couldn't meet all the people who wants to come, and I found another place, and we moved the Soldiers Lisbon to a bigger, nicer place. At the same year, I was feeling that I have so much more things to say, and just inside the Soldiers it's impossible, and that's how my third store, Miu Couture, was born. I opened it in November 2024, and also in 2024 a mini atelier was opened based on the Soldiers Lisbon store. So yeah, it's a lot of things that happened here. A lot of things will happen more, positive ones, and by this journey we were also the stores featured on red carpets, in the Vogue magazine, and in many more amazing collaborations, which seems surreal. Even today I couldn't believe in some of them. And that's the story behind my journey. So this channel will be a space where I will share some backstage process about business, about life, about bridal fashion. And if you feel that it resonates you, if you're interested to see how from nothing to grow something big, how to make dreams from the head into the reality, and if you are fascinated to the fashion, and especially to the bridal fashion, it's a right place for you to be. Thank you that you watched this. See you again. Kisses.